I think we should close with maybe just some useful cold hard facts for gaining some more control over your sound. Maybe we can go in a circle and kind of say something.
Yeah.
I'd say mine is something that's been huge for me and that sounds like a no-brainer is really familiarize yourself with the EQ spectrum of a guitar, of an electric guitar. Henriksen amplifiers, shout out to Peter Henriksen, are a great way to really craft a sound because they have 6 frequencies you can deal with. And I'd say in most cases, I usually turn the lows down a little bit, perhaps boost the mids some, and depending on the guitar and the venue, boost the highs. So bass down, mids up a little bit, highs up a little bit. That's some cold, hard statistic facts for you. John, how about yourself?
Yeah, really along those lines, really know the equipment that you're playing, really know the potential range of what your instrument is going for. I mean, I'm so amazed when students come to me and they just don't even know what they're just plugging in and just starting to play. So always know what you're dealing with. Play every day completely unplugged on even an electric instrument. And really listen to like your attack on the string and really concentrate a lot on just your natural sound and learning how to like pull the sound from the instrument, because that can only help you when you add things like plugging it in and amps and pedals and stuff. It can only add to a better sound through that kind of stuff. So definitely know your sound, know what you sound like unplugged, and then know the kind of equipment that you're working with on a day-to-day basis and the potential sounds that those guitars, amps, and pedals can achieve.
Well said. How about you, Perry?
Yeah, God, cold hard facts. Well, when it comes to playing an archtop, I would suggest miking your instrument. I think that can add a lot of clarity to one's sound. It may not always be possible in a live situation, but in a recording situation, in a home recording situation, I feel like that's a beneficial thing to do. You can always just discard it. You don't have to use it, but mic the instrument to see if you can capture and blend that acoustic nature with your amp. And then, something that we used to do in New West to kind of establish our vibe as a group is we would literally write out within a couple sentences what it is that we do, like jazz ensemble covering originals and popular songs, and then that kind of gives you a vision to strive for. I think if you are able to establish some language that represents your sound, it can give you a little bit more of a clear mind in terms of achieving that. Are you more in the Schofield type of sound? Are you more in the Bucky Pizzarelli type of sound? Those are very different sounds, right? But you have to kind of be aware of where you're trying to head.
Well said. I think we will close it on that. Make sure to come back next week and join us on the High Action Podcast. Thank you, John. Thank you, Perry.
Yeah.
And
next week is all about harmonic improvisation, which that's going to be pretty interesting. John, as the only player in the group here that attended Cal Arts, even though I spent a lot of time there, you might have something to say about that. I'll be leading this episode, but certainly the late Charlie Hayden, the great bassist, was sort of a torchbearer when it comes to harmonic improvisation. I'm sure Larry Kuntz has a lot to say about that with you. And this is going to be a fun and a different episode where we talk a little bit about the different ways you can play free jazz, essentially free improvisation. So it's going to be fun.
I got to get my get into my Charlie Hayden mode, man. Those spirituality of improvisation classes.
Yeah, big time.
That was really something.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah. All right. Well, Will, nice job on this one. And see you all next week.
See you guys.
signing off.